I love it.
You love it.
You meet a lot of nice people.
Nice people.
Yeah, it's been great. It's not a difficult job, and you get to see a lot of the country. I didn't really travel before I started it, but I've seen a lot of the country doing it now.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my next video. Today we're going to meet Dustin. Hi, Dustin.
Hello.
And Dustin has a nice Chevy Express van, and we'll take a look at that. But really, it's your job that is kind of unique about you, and the van fits it perfectly. So you're young yet, you're still working.
Yes.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a pilot car. I travel around running behind or in front oversized loads.
Right. Everywhere you could drive around freeways or anywhere, you see big loads and pilot cars. Mm-hmm. And so tell us how that works for you.
We usually contract, the trucking company will contract us out. We're just LLCs, independent contractors. Well, trucking company will look for like a lead car or a chase car or a steer car. That could be the 3 positions that they're looking for. And it depends on what you do. That's what you go and say, I'm available to do that. Okay.
So once you get in with these trucking companies, you've got pretty steady work because they're doing it all the time.
Yep.
And are there just a few companies that specialize in oversized loads, or?
Oh, there's a lot. There's hundreds in the United States.
And so you drive around a lot. You're on a job now. Yes. That's what you're doing here. And tell us how this job works.
I'm taking windmill blades from Yuma into California. So we just pick up the blades, and then we just at the California Highway Patrol pick us up, and we'll take them into California at night. And then the next morning we'll get them loaded. I stay behind the trailer and steer the back half of the trailer. And then there's a pole car in front that lets us know if we hit any bridges or anything like that.
Okay, and you just stay in touch and
on CB radios or VHF radios.
Wow. So no particularly specialized equipment there, just...
No, you have to have certifications, pilot car certifications, and usually whip pack.
So
to do wind.
To do wind, because good. And so you do a little bit of certification, and that's probably not really hard.
And the insurance.
Insurance.
Commercial policy insurance.
Right, and you're a business,
commercial
so you're
auto.
Operating a business there.
Mm-hmm.
So how long will that run? Will you do just one blade and then go back to another job, or?
No, we'll be here probably till March doing these. So there's 30 blades they're replacing up there, 30 towers.
And you said
3 blades a piece.
Doing two a week.
2 a week.
So that's what? How long is this going to be total? 3-4 months?
Yeah.
3-4 months. So you leave your home. You have a home somewhere.
Yep. I live in Texas.
And then you come here, and you know you're going to be here 3 or 4 months just running blades back and forth.
And I did the van to save on hotels.
Sure.
Yep.
So for basically that 3 or 4 months, you're a nomad.
Yep.
You're living somewhere you don't, out of your vehicle and ready to go.
Yes.
And how do you like that? Is that?
I love it.
You love it?
Yes. It's been, you meet a lot of nice people.
Nice people.
Yeah. It's been great.
How long have you been doing it?
This is my 7th year.
7th year. Wow.
Yeah.
So really, if you've got itchy feet, this is about perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. I get to go home, maybe stay home for a week or a month if I have the funds, and then a job pops up and I'll be like, okay, I'm gone.
There you go. Right. So you could even get away with not having a home base if you prefer.
I know people out here that do.
Yeah.
That do not. They stay in their vehicles full time.
You get the best of both worlds.
Yes.
You got a home base and all the many advantages that go along with that.
Mm-hmm.
Building up equity in a home, and
yes.
So do you have roommates or something?
No, I have a wife.
Oh, you have a wife. Well, yeah, that kind of makes it pretty important that you have a home.
Yep.
And if someone's out there and thinking, boy, I would like to do that, how do they get started?
There's a lot of Facebook groups that you can find.
Of course.
That pilot car Facebook groups that'll help you get started and where to go. And that'd be the first place I'd start.
Right.
That's how I started. I found people on Facebook that were talking about it, and I just got information from them.
And away you went.
Yep.
The big thing is, with any self-employed position, you have to keep yourself on track.
Yes, you got to save for taxes. You got to save for maintenance. And unlike probably a lot of nomads, I put a lot of miles on a vehicle.
Yes.
I bought that last year with 45,000 miles. I've already got 110.
Wowzy.
So I do a lot of miles a year.
Right. So you got to And you have to get to the job, you know,
Yep.
at those 2 times
You're
a
driving
week.
a lot of highway miles.
Yeah, and you can't be a little bit late. You know, you
Yeah.
gotta be reliable, and
Oh yeah.
a lot of people are not self-motivated enough to do that, to be self-employed at all, whatever the job is.
Yeah.
Having done it for 7 years, you've established yourself and a reputation.
Yeah.
So you're not having to prove yourself every time. They know.
No, I stay pretty busy.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Yeah.
But do you turn down jobs that you could do more than you?
Well, I'm only one person. There's way more jobs than I could ever fill.
Wow.
know.
That's nice. That's good to
If
feel.
I'm on this job, there's other jobs going on now that, you know, you just can't be there.
It pays well enough to support you and your
Oh, yeah.
home and build some money. And
Yep. It slows down usually in the wintertime with some part of it. But if you can move different parts, you can stay busy year round, and you get the right people and right connections. You can stay busy year round.
good. And even if you don't, for a lot of people, having part of the year off would be fine.
Yeah, it would be. There's people that do that.
Yeah, you're keep maintaining a home year round, so
Yeah.
that's less so for you.
Yeah.
And the Chevy does decent at gas mileage,
Yeah, that's got the V6 in it, so I get around 19.
which is really good for a
Yes.
big full-size vehicle.
The reason I got it was because of the pilot car is because of the 30-gallon fuel tank. I can go about 600 to 700 miles. They really like that because the truck driver don't want to have to stop and wait. You know, if you can only go 200 to 300, you know, I like it because I can go further, and
Then you got a home when you get there.
yeah, I don't have to drive 30, 40 miles because we'll park out in the middle of nowhere a lot of the times with windmill blades, and you're 30, 40 miles from a hotel.
Yeah, where do you park with a windmill blade?
Rest areas, pull-outs.
You must.
There's-
The trunking company probably
You
has
can't
thought
get
all
into
that
truck
through.
stops. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have all that planned out before we start going.
So that's just great. I think you folks should really give that some thought. Well, would you mind if we took a look round
No problem.
inside your van and see what you've done with it? Probably not a mansion or anything, but
No.
good enough.
Yes.
And good enough is good enough. Let's do that.
Okay.
All right. So tell us again what year your
This
van
is a 2021 Chevy Express Extended, and I bought it used. It was just an empty cargo van when I bought it, and I did everything in here myself. But most of it is pretty simple, just paneling from
Right.
Lowe's, Home Depot. I did insulate underneath the paneling. That pink 1-inch foam board,
Yes.
that's underneath everything. And the mat was in the van when I bought it, so I left it because it's easy. These are just a letter size filing cabinet,
Nice.
toolbox. That way I can lock it. I didn't want to do too big of a build because I
No.
know I'm gonna put so many miles on it
Right.
that I wanted to be able to take everything out
Right.
and move it. You know, I'm hoping to get 300,000
Yeah.
out of it.
And this is the vehicle for it.
Yeah, and then I got the Bluetti. That's part of my power.
Well, you drive a lot, so you could charge it mostly from the just from the engine.
Yeah, I don't have it hooked up to the engine.
Don't no.
I have solar panels.
Oh, you do.
Yep, the thin ones.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I have those RV. Seen a YouTube video where they're RV roof taped down.
Yes.
That's what I did.
Right.
400 watts
Oh, that's plenty.
up there. And then that's just the Iceco fridge freezer. And that's the only water I keep is that little 5-gallon jug there. And then I do have an AC, that portable AC back
Nice.
there. That's the only hole I cut in the van is for that vent to vent
Mhm.
out.
Yep.
And that's a full-size bed. I did not have to cut it. And it's just 2x4s with 1x4 slats.
Really simple.
Just very simple. And the mattress is a mattress in a box off of Amazon.
Right.
Everything is pretty much Amazon or stuff I already had. And
But
this
you can cook here, man. You got the microwave.
microwave is what I use 90% of the time.
Yes, me too.
Yeah. And this is on a swivel.
Nice.
So I can swivel it around.
Yeah, I'm exactly like you. Practicality over everything else.
Yes.
And this is literally a work vehicle.
Yeah.
So it's a whole lot more comfortable than most work vehicles.
Yes. Yeah.
For all, it's it's the home on wheels. It's also your work vehicle. That's really really good.
I like it, and it is comfortable. I do have internet. I've got the TV. When we get parked up, I just hang out.
And these Chevy Express, they don't change. You know,
No,
I mean, from decades almost.
No, nothing. I mean, I haven't had any issues with it, but I don't have that many miles on it, so.
But when you do replace it, you can literally just probably unbolt everything, move it over there, and you're done.
Yeah, then these are just ratchet strapped to the bed, and I got these bolted down, but this is just ratchet strapped to I got one ratchet strap going all the way around. And you know, the factory hooks, that's what they're holding. This is all pulling down.
Right.
Underneath, these are screwed down, but everything's just holding it down.
Right. And so moving this whole thing over to a new van is going to be nothing.
No, it shouldn't. I did all this in 2 weeks.
Right. Yeah, because it's just
taking my time.
It in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really sweet. Nice. And so simple, so easy, pretty darned inexpensive. You don't have much money invested in the interior at all.
The most expensive things was the fridge, the Bluetti, and my generator on the back.
Oh, you are carrying a generator?
Yeah, I do have a generator.
Let's take a look at it.
I already had the AC, but I do like this. I seen this from a video you had. It is the swing away.
Oh, those are fantastic.
Yeah. So I'm able to get to the back doors.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just a big fan.
Yeah.
Really quality material.
And that's kind of my garage area. I just carry totes with the stuff I need. And I'd have the WeatherTech window coverings for the front, but they did not make them for the back.
Huh.
So I just used my 1-inch foam.
Sure.
And did my Reflectix and cut it to fit. And it works really good.
Yeah, it sure would. Oh yeah, with that Predator, do you have to run the Predator to run the AC?
To run the AC. And when I'm in Texas or somewhere hot, I don't have a choice where I go. So it works really well in here so far. Last summer, I stayed pretty cool in there.
Yeah, that's just really good. That's just, and this is the vehicle to handle that kind of weight. Usually I'd be worried about all that weight in the back.
Yeah, this is a 250. So
and it just laughs at
I don't have no kind of weight in here, really.
No. And so you got the lights. You know, there's certain lights I'm sure required by law.
Yeah, every state's different. I have to carry the cones. Some states require me to run the top sign. Arizona's one of them. And then other states, I can just run the bumper signs that flip up. But the lights, you got to have it to where you can see it all around the vehicle. So I have a light bar up front, and then these two, just so I put those on just because sometimes I couldn't see it from. You have to get pretty far away, but people closer to me can see it.
So I imagine you have some interesting stories about people who are frustrated by, by wide loads and pilot cars.
Yeah, we get on people's nerves, but we just kind of calm down. And, you know, if you let us do our things, we'll probably get through there faster.
Yeah. So you just try to be calm.
Stay calm. Yeah, that's what I do.
Part of the job.
Yep.
Well, Dustin, this is really, really great. I just really appreciate your taking the time to share this with us because it's a really great opportunity for a lot of people. Again, you got to have that calm temperament. You got to be self-motivated, keep yourself there on time and the job going on and saving money for taxes because it comes in and you've got to save it.
Yeah.
All those things are really, really important with this job.
Yep.
So I have to always ask, people want to know, how do you go to the bathroom?
Normally I'm around bigger towns or around truck stops or something like that, but I do have the bucket in there in case of emergency.
Sure. And that's what a lot of people do, just emergencies.
That's where I shower and do stuff like that is truck stops.
Yeah.
I'm usually hanging around with truck drivers, so they'll usually throw free showers at us and stuff.
Yeah. I'm sure that's really regular for you. So if people are out there and are interested in doing this, what's your last word of advice for them?
It's not a difficult job, and you get to see a lot of the country. I didn't really travel before I started it, but I've seen a lot of the country doing it now.
And it's not like so much like over-the-road trucking, because...
Yeah, it depends on the loads.
Right.
Because I'll get some loads, like you'll get a load loading in Texas going to Wyoming. So you're on the road multiple days. Then you got to run back.
Yeah, quick turnaround.
Yeah.
Right.
This is a small quick turner, small project or short distance.
Right. Very good. So is this a job that many women do?
A lot of women do the high pole part of the job, steer the trailers, do the chase job. There's a lot of women in this industry, a lot.
And when you say steer the trailer, what does that mean?
Well, that's there's different types of trailers that need to be steered from the back. They're too big or too wide or too long for the truck driver to actually make the turn. So the back axle steer.
Oh, it physically moves back and forth on the axle.
You have a remote in your hand, and you steer it around. Blade trailers is one. There's perimeters. There's all kinds that actually steer.
So you come up to a corner, it stops.
Yep.
That steer driver gets out and moves the trailer back and forth.
Fire up a pony motor, unpin it. There's different ways to do it, and then you steer around.
Right. Yeah, I see. Right. Okay. Well, I really, really appreciate your sharing your home and your job with us. It sounds like you've got the best of both worlds: a home, a wife in a home waiting for you, and got to take care of your itchy feet. And really good deal. So, folks, I hope you've enjoyed this, got something from it, good ideas. If you did, like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll talk to you on the next video. Bye now.